For most, Vrchat is an escapist dream, a place where you can be something you're not in real life, a place to socialize and have fun. Unfortunately, however, it has its fair share of grief like any public space. Rage baiting is probably the most difficult social interaction an adult with autism can navigate. Typically, when someone is trying to rage bait you, they are using a lot of psychological warfare to undermine your understanding of things and to antagonize you. It is common for rage baiters to record your interaction and upload them to YouTube for passive income. So be aware that people who do this are versed in this kind of behavior. Adults with autism take things very literally, and unfortunately, this mindset can be easily used against you by people who want to elicit an emotional response. Here are some signs that you're being rage baited. The first sign that you're being rage baited is when someone asks you an obscenely offensive question or labels you as something obscenely offensive. The second point is that they'll ask you something in a tone that has an accusatory inflection. For example, they might ask something like, "Bro, do you just stay on here all day?" Or, "How much did this setup cost you?" Problem is, you answer that, they'll make fun of you for spending money on Vrchat. Thirdly, they might demand you stop doing something, even though you're not doing anything. This is very easy to get an emotional response out of you because you know you haven't done anything, yet they're asking you to stop. It's very confusing. They might also ask you questions about your in real life errands and activities, such as your personal life, occupation, and family arrangements. They simply belittle you for being on Vrchat. The last one is that if this person is in a group, normally what we call a raid, they will be encouraged by those people, and they'll also repeat the same questions to you in an attempt to overwhelm you. Typically, a good rule of thumb is people who rage bait are normally in meme avatars. Sometimes not. You can normally tell the difference between someone having a go at you or if they're genuinely curious. If you feel embarrassed, frightened, anxious, or upset, kindly tell the person that you don't want to talk to them. If they persist, you're likely being rage baited. Anyone at any age can rage bait, so using an adult-only instance is only half the fix. The way you respond to rage bait from people is critical, as your reaction may be used against you in social media, or scarily enough, in real life, depending on the person you're up against. The first thing you absolutely must do is remain calm. Coming off as combative is normally the default response, but this is exactly what they want, so be calm and composed. And lastly, to avoid misidentifying someone for a rage baiter, ask them to kindly stop. If they don't stop, you can either move away or block them. There is no shame, and there is no admission of defeat or ridicule if you block someone for this. You are allowed to enjoy Vrchat in peace. I hope this video was useful. Rage baiters are again very difficult to deal with if you're not armed with the correct information. Remember, be calm, be composed, and if you don't want to speak to this person, tell them, and if they continue, block them. You can do this. Good luck.